Let me be honest, I'm not a successful farmer coming here to tell you about the top 30 mistakes I made in the journey from the top of the mountain. No, I'm an assistant farm manager, no major success yet. Figuring all things out, battling this thing, what I can discuss today. So when I'm saying speed is the most destructive force in animal nutrition and aquaculture, I'm telling you from a place of watching it burn me, cost me, and the systems around me over and over. This is what you wanna know, episode 2.
You see them gyal a beauty them.
They wanna know what a nigga doing in London.
And today, it's timing. When I'm talking about all this, I'm also meaning the windowsill plant you have at your apartment. That small fish tank you have at your office, reception, or just all those 2 chicken and goat that you have behind your house. Like if you're growing anything biological, this applies to you. That here, every system we build around living things works that breaks against it. First, biological processes are non-negotiable. That has a specific number of days to live. A catfish fry that has a specific number of days it needs to reach its fingerling size. That's non-negotiable. You can't add more feed and make it fast. Grow very fast like that. No. You get a consequence. To gain weight, or the organs or the immune systems are ready to handle that weight. And to die. That's a non-negotiable. Feed formulation too. When testing is rushed, the observation period is skipped. You lose data that would have shown what's really happening in that animal of yours. Precision is traded for speed, and that's really bad. Being precision in animal nutrition is expensive. It's poor FCR, feed conversion rate, how much a kilogram of feed is needed, how much feed is needed to make a kilogram of an animal. Unexplained mortality, non-uniform animals. The biological cost of speed is always paid, either intentionally or later. Nature doesn't offer any refunds. Second is acquired information. Remember, you just imagine you're running so fast. You're running. What do you see when you're running? Just see blur, right? See the blur, like you're running, just seeing what's in front, but just seeing blur behind you, the sides, up, down. Not just seeing the shoulder, the hand, just running. That's the same thing in animal nutrition and aquaculture. When you're moving fast, when you're rushing the feed, when you're skimming the water, just rush, you do everything just the time that it needs. You stop seeing what's underneath. Just start seeing the surface. Remember last episode we talked about the fish. We talked about the fish signals when they're feeding. All are seen if you're present. If you're not present and slow and calm, everything will go bypass you and you lose all that you're invested in. Just keep on compounding the feed, and you're also compounding the problem. The farmer who walks the land and sees the damage before it has created a problem. The manager who listens to the workers, who just observes them till the end of the day, understands if they are working or not. Instead of just directing them on what to do, you see the operational crisis come. You will see the problems and you will understand. The student who reads slowly and retains all that they have to read is better than a schemer who just schemes all through the night before. is always sending signals. Receive it at a pace that's receptible. Is that a word? Receptive, okay. Receive it at a speed or a pace that is receptible. Number 3, repetition. Not the outside one, no. The one in your heart. The one down there. There. That one there. Tells you whether you are the kind of person who can be trusted in a slow process or not. Whether you can maintain a routine on a Wednesday. That Wednesday that it doesn't make sense. When nothing is exciting. Whether you can check on the water. Whether you can measure the feed. Whether you can observe. Whether you can record keep. Internal repetition is a real asset because it's the foundation that every external result sits on. This is a pace of permanence. So practice, don't speed everything up. And don't forget, ambition isn't the problem. No. Wanting it all, wanting all the land, all the money, all the glory, all the solutions to every problem that you have. No, it's not true. Problem is that time attached to the ambition. When it's decided that the big thing should happen now, you make decisions undermining the big thing. You skip the testing. The foundation is not there. It ain't stable. Hiring. You hire with no system. You hire just for just. Money is spent proving a point instead of building a base. Trust the compound. Because every feeding routine compounds. Every observation compounds. The one that does small things correctly for 5 or 15 years correctly is centuries ahead than someone that just scaled just like that. Pace gets your system. Speed is just a number. Sacred routine isn't glamorous, it's not viral. Trust the timing, trust the rhythm, observe, correct early. Tupanaka tunachipaishe, slow strategy.